All right, bro. So Steve Kerr, he's a polarizing figure right now, but you got to give it to him. A guy has 600 wins. He's the fourth coach to do that in NBA history, and did it in 105 games for Phil Jackson. Pat Riley's the other one. He did it in 832 games. And then Greg Popovich did it in 887 games. And then Steve Kerr did it in 943 games.
Quickest. He was the fourth quickest to get to that number.
Exactly. That's the list. It's the fourth quickest. It's an achievement. It's a milestone. It goes to show this guy is going to be a Hall of Fame coach. There's no doubt. You can't take anything away from what he has accomplished. He inherited a pretty good team from Mark Jackson. Jackson only could take him so far, and that move was made to bring him out of a set broadcasting booth to come and coach the Warriors. A lot of us were like, "Oh my God, really?" Because I remember Stan Van Gundy was another name that was floating around at that time. I kind of thought maybe he might be the better pick, right? You got to give it to him. He played for two Hall of Fame coaches, and Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson. So he's learned a lot from those two guys in winning. So
Three coaches.
three Hall of Fame coaches.
Correct. Lute Olson.
Well, yeah, yeah.
The Hall of Fame of basketball, not the Hall of Fame of the NBA.
You're right. Lute Olson, you have to give him credit because Lute Olson is where it all started too for him. It was the right choice. I think the league is caught up to what the Warriors do. Everybody kind of replicated it and everybody shoots threes. That's why you're seeing the brand of basketball you're seeing these days is because everybody's trying to do what the Warriors do, but the Warriors were the only team that could really do it as efficiently as they did. Now it's kind of shifting a little bit. With the emergence of the Oklahoma City Thunder, you're kind of seeing a little bit of this shift and more athletic kind of teams that could shoot positionless basketball. That's kind of what's now the demand, and that's kind of the trend, I think, in the NBA. The Warriors' way is kind of slipping away a little bit, and I think that's part of the reason why you probably see some of this ire a little bit for Steve Kerr is because fans are getting a little bit impatient and him not changing his ways. You see what happened with Will Richard, how we yelled. What are your thoughts about Steve Kerr?
Number one, for the people that are upset with Steve Kerr, you mentioned it. So Steve Kerr has 5 rings as a player.
Yes.
4 rings as a coach. Fourth quickest to 600 wins. So at what point do we stop calling this luck? At what point do we start saying the guy's got something to offer? The guy who's viewed as the best coach of all time, arguably, is Phil Jackson.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
When they tore the Bulls apart, Phil Jackson left. Right? At the end of the last dance, he left to go coach the Lakers, which happened to have Kobe and Shaq. He ended up winning championships there. Yes, Steve Kerr, his offense right now is running into some issues. Yes, he looks a little outdated. A lot of that has to coincide with the health of his players. Curry's old. Draymond's old. Some young players aren't really threats to be the main player on any team. The whole Kuminga thing, we'll see how that plays out. His pretty impressive double game against the Wizards. But to me, I think Kerr's a hell of a coach. He's got a hell of an NBA legacy. I do think that maybe he's starting to lose the locker room in terms of his voice.
I sense that too, bro.
I think it may be time for him to start maybe looking for something else. I got nothing but love for Kerr. I look at him as I look at Bochy, as I looked at Walsh, as I looked at Seifert. That was our guy. He got us there. Coaches don't last forever. All coaches have an expiration date, and I think we're getting close to it. That doesn't demean his accomplishments or what he's done for the organization.
I 100% agree with you, bro. I mean, the guy has done a lot. And the one thing that I would say that is probably his superpower, he's really good communicator with people. He can establish rapport pretty much with almost everybody in the locker room. He just knows how to communicate well and effectively.
Hey everybody, this is William Del Pilar, founder of Grumblings Media, and I want to say thank you for watching our content. If you want to support our all-volunteer efforts at Grumblings Media, smash the subscribe button right here. 100% free, and please consume and share our great content. Click either one of these 2 boxes for more of our work.